Do you struggle with deciding if it's the right time to bring a new animal home? Well, you're in luck because today we're talking about 5 ways to prepare for a new pet here on Get Organized with Jodi. Hi, I'm Jodi Granock. I'm a certified professional organizer and pet owner with over 15 years in the field. And taking on the responsibility of a new pet is a big one, and it can be overwhelming. So, yes, you can organize getting a pet. Anything can be organized. Everything benefits from a little bit of organization. And owning a pet is a serious responsibility. You don't want to take it lightly because it requires a lot of time and energy. So, by using a little bit of planning and preparation, you can make things easier and have a smoother transition. So, let's talk about these 5 ways. The first thing that you can do to prepare for a new pet coming into your home is to pet proof your house. We think about child proofing all the time, but you also need to think about your house for safety when it comes to bringing in an animal friend. So double check your house for things like hanging cords. Take your breakable objects and put them into an enclosed space to keep them safe. Move dangerous chemicals to upper cabinets or use childproof locks. And if you have a green thumb, you need to double check and make sure that all the plants that you currently have are not toxic to pets. Okay, the next thing you want to think about before you bring in a new pet is the personality preferences. So you want to choose a pet and a breed that fits your life and your lifestyle and your personality. What do I mean by that? Well, if you are gone all day long, a dog may not be the best pet because dogs want the companionship, and of course, they have the bathroom needs, where cats can kind of be more independent and do their own thing. So you want to think about that. How much will you be home to interact with your pet? But you also want to pick an animal that fits your activity level and that of your family too. So if you have a younger pet or a breed that is going to be more energetic, are you energetic or do you like to hang back and chill? So you want to think about that as well. Third thing you want to consider, what's up, Doc? You want to make sure that you have it in your budget that your pet is going to need regular checkups at the vet and annual vaccinations. But also, once the pet is older, they may need more than just an annual visit to the vet for their annual health checkup, right? Of course, you'd take them if they were sick or injured, but an older animal may need 2 or even 3 appointments every year for their checkups. So make sure that you can budget for that. And of course, don't forget that unless you're planning on breeding your pet, you want to make sure that you spay or neuter your new friend if they haven't had that procedure done already. Step 4, this is a really important one. Stock up and set up. If you want some peace of mind before you bring your new friend home, think about all the things that you'll need first so that you have everything ready to go. And I'm not just talking about food, but you need a carrier. You need grooming materials like a brush and nail clippers. You want safety things like a collar with an ID tag. You want certain toys with cats. You may also want to have things like scratch posts because you'd rather have them scratch the post than your furniture. So think about all the different things that you would want to have so that your friend feels welcome when they get to your house. You also want to think about where your pet's going to sleep, and you may want to get a bed for them. But you also want to figure out what parts of your home will be off limits to your pet, if any at all. And then each family member or person in your home needs to have some kind of chore assigned to them. Who's going to walk the animal? Who's going to be in charge of feeding them? Who's going to be in charge of grooming them? Who's going to be in charge of either picking up poo or scooping up poo, if you will? And of course, we need to train our new friend. So with dogs, you want to start paper or crate training or both immediately. And dogs also really benefit from going to obedience classes. So you can check with your local pet store. You can also check with your veterinarian and find out where a good place would be that has available classes. But cats need to be trained as well. It's just a little bit quicker. So when you first bring a cat home, you want to hold them in the litter box for several seconds before you let go of them. They may not do their business right away. They probably won't, but they've made the memory of this is the litter box and they will start using it. I know it's a lot easier to train a cat than a dog for bathroom things. But hey, there are pros and cons for both kinds of pets. Anyway, those were the things that I think you would find helpful before deciding to bring home a new dog or a cat. I encourage you to visit organizingmagic.com for more organizing resources, including our free e-newsletter and information about our monthly Zoom webinars, which are also free. And remember that new videos drop every Friday. So be in the know and click like and subscribe before you go so you never miss a single video. I'll see you next time.